Hey, Dr. Crow, I want to ask you a really quick question and get you to help me with some of my data. So remember Friday, and I wanted to thank you for Friday too. I really, really appreciated that. This was my whole group in this column that worked. We all sat together in the room to do scoring study one, and this is our overall results. We were 49.6% target agreement. We had eight discrepant. 8 of our people were discrepant, and 7 had scoring bias. Now, I went through and pulled out the 7 participants who completed scoring study 1 with the whole group inside this 12, and then completed scoring study 2 in that same environment. I also pulled out the participants in scoring study 1 who were in this group of 12 in this collaborative environment, and what their scores were in scoring study 1 versus when they worked independently in scoring study 2. And the data is really strong, but I don't think the way I've got it presented actually does it justice. So what I think is very interesting is in this big group, actually the 5 people performed 10 points above the folks in this group, even though they were all together. If you break this out, these 5 people scored 6 points higher than the whole group together, but when they worked alone in scoring study 2, they dropped 7%. Likewise, these 7 folks were only at 45% proficient, but in the same environment, in a more controlled environment in scoring study 2, they performed virtually 15 percentage points higher. Now, I think this is what we ran on the paired samples t-test that showed that there was no statistical significance. I know it's a small sample, but I found that hard to believe. So that's where you were talking to me about the descriptive analysis. Okay. All that to say, what I want to know is, what is the best way for me to depict this data that has a wow factor that kind of pops when you look at it? And if that makes sense, and I would love your feedback. Thank you.